Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, o see them yopo.
So you are saying that if the NPP were to present Dr. Bawumia again, won't he be coming in different circumstances?
They will be.
Different circumstances from 2024's election? Or you think that the analysis from the 2024 election is so damning that a representation of Dr. Bawumia will not be favorable to the NPP?
Now, let me give you some information. I'm sure you are aware, it may have skipped you. Time has gone by very fast. In the 2024 elections, the biggest political party in Ghana on record, the NPP, in 7 regions of this country, we could not win a single constituency.
7 regions?
Yes. Oti.
Oti 1 year.
Upper East.
Volta.
Upper West. Volta. Savannah. Bunu East. Western North.
Savannah?
Yes.
We have a seat there.
Presidential.
Abujinapo is that?
Abujinapo won, Bawumia lost.
Oh, you mean the presidential?
Presidential.
We didn't win any constituency
in
presidential constituencies.
In 7 regions of this country. Not one.
Yeah, but you know, the NPP doesn't win the regions. The NPP wins the numbers.
But I'm talking about, yes, so the numbers
in
are...
2008, NPP had won 2 regions and they had won the election.
No, I'm saying, if you go into the region, there are constituencies that make up the region.
Ah, yeah, okay.
In the 19 constituencies of the Volta region, Akufo-Addo won Hohoi.
The presidential?
Yes.
No,
I'm saying NPP won Hohoi.
That's parliamentary.
We did not win the presidential.
Parliamentary. Yeah.
But in Oti we won.
We won some presidential.
Yes.
Okay.
In Upper East, we won.
In some constituencies in the
Binduri. We won Binduri. We won Timpani. Joseph Penka and Abanga Abdullahi. We won Binduri, we won Timpani.
That was a 16, oh.
I'm saying Akufo-Addo won some constituencies. In Upper West, we won 5. In Savannah, we won 2. In Western North, we won 3. In Oti, we won. Oti Jako, the former deputy minister, I think for gender also. In 2024, 7 regions, presidential, we could not win a single constituency. Do you know worse off? When we were pushing the vice president's agenda in 2023, one of the reasons is that if we can secure the votes from the north, the northern half of Ghana, which we believed was his strength, then we can hold the base in Eastern, Ashanti, Western, and the likes. The 5 regions that we could not win a single, the 7 regions that we could not win a single constituency, 5 of them are from the northern half of Ghana. Oti, Upper East, Upper West, Savannah, Bunu East. We could not win a single constituency. You know, Savannah is where John Mahama comes from. 7 constituencies in Savannah. A vice president comes from Northeast. 6 constituencies in Northeast. Mahama was able to go to Northeast and win 3 constituencies. We could not win a single constituency in Savannah. The NPP, Stephen Kreku's Western region, Papo Wusu and Kuma's Western region, Gladys Asma, in Takrady, we can win 20,000 vote difference, NPP, in favor of NPP. In 2024, 17 constituencies in the Western region, presidential, we got 1.
Do you mean single one?
1.
1 vote?
No, 1 constituency.
Out of 17,
we only won 1 constituency, Takrady. Even that, with 444 votes.
Oh, that's what NPP won with Takrady.
444 votes.
You mean Takrady?
I'm telling you.
400?
That we win 20,000. We won 444 votes.
And this is also Akume's former constituency. Is that where the regional minister was?
Kobi Ochida Akume.
He lost.
Presidential, he won.
He won the parliament.
But it's the only, we won in Takrady, but presidential, the whole Western region, presidential, we only won Takrady.
And with 444
votes.
So we nearly lost.
They're all of Central.
Coming from what, 20,000?
Yeah, I mean, This is central, western region is NPP.
Yeah, it is. It's always been. Even under Rawlings, it's always been.
Central region, 23 constituencies.
But that's a swing region anyway.
Fair enough.
Central is swing.
But NPP presidential, we got 2.
Of the 23.
Yes, this is a region that we had 17 constituencies. 17.
For presidential from the last election.
Yes, 17.
Yeah.
26, 24, we had 2. Paul, Greater Accra, 34 constituencies, 34. Adwoa 9, 34. NPP presidential, we had 2. And if you go into the results, we lose 10,000, 20,000. We lost one constituency, 40,000.
Is it not because of stay-home candidates? Stay-home voters?
Let me tell you about stay home and go and vote delegates. Look, you are the presidential candidate, I'm parliamentary, same constituency. So naturally, when you take the ballot paper and you vote parliamentary, from there you go and vote presidential.
Correct.
So when they tally NPP, parliamentary, presidential, it should be almost the same. In elections, because of the local problems that I have in Abitifi, naturally, if I vote with Bawumia, my vote should be slightly less, 50, 20 votes. It's normal.
For the presidential to be higher than the parliamentary?
Parliamentary. Okay. It's normal.
Okay.
And in all elections, for the history, since elections were held in Ghana, there's never been an election where an aggregate of the parliamentary elections has been close or more than the presidential, except in 2024.
Usually the presidential is more? Is that the point?
Yes, the presidential is more. Except in 2024, where almost 99% of constituencies in Ghana, the NPP parliamentary candidate did better than the presidential candidate. It has never happened in the history of politics in Ghana before.
That the parliamentary candidate is doing better?
Yes, look, 99% of them, it means that the whole Ghana, every NPP parliamentary candidate did better than the presidential candidate. The community is telling you that, notwithstanding the problems that they have with their parliamentary candidate, they prefer him to the presidential candidate. In a few constituencies, that our presidential candidate was able to beat the parliamentary candidate. If you go in those constituencies, you realize that we had NPP problems. For example, Asin South, where the presidential candidate had 17,000, in Team Fojo had 14,000. When we went in there, we realized that the NPP guy who was unhappy went independent
against the Team Fojo.
Against the Team Fojo, and pulled 10,000 of in Team Fojo's votes. And that is the reason why the presidential candidate did better than in Team Fojo. Same for Aguna West.
No, the in Team Fojo example was used, and rightly so, by Bawumia people, saying that in Team Fojo is a Christian, is a reverend minister. Dr. Bawumia is a Muslim. He did better than in Team Fojo in that constituency. The constituency is a Christian constituency.
But I'm not
so
even
the
going
Christians
to
voted for the Muslim.
Bawumia was trying to do a religious politics explanation. I'm not even going into the religious politics. But I'm saying that even the example that he gave, he did beat in Team Fojo because an MPP person went independent and pulled 10,000 votes.
So that those were the MPP votes?
Yes.
That went to him?
Yes. So if the independent guy was not there in Team and they voted for in Team Fojo, he would have had about 24,000. Presidential, we had 17,000.
You mean the Team Fojo would have done better?
Better.
Yeah, in keeping with the misnomer you are talking
Yes.
about of 2024, where
Yes.
parliamentary candidates were doing better than the presidential candidates.
All throughout
You
the
are
country.
saying that doesn't often happen because there's always local politics that take something away from the parliamentary candidate. So that even if you are winning, because the presidential candidate is not part of the local politics,
Wonderful.
the party people are united for the presidential candidate.
Yes.
They may be bickering about the parliamentary candidate
Yes.
one way or the other.
Yes.
Okay, so you're explaining why when you look at results from 92, you will always see that the presidential candidate is doing better than the parliamentary candidate.
Than the aggregate of the parliamentary
candidate.
Except in 2024, where
For the MPP, where the aggregate of the parliamentary was better than
presidential by 350,000 votes.
Oh, that's also interesting.
And 350.
You've done the data crunching.
I'm saying
the total number of votes received by the NPP in the parliamentary elections exceeds the presidential by as much as 300,000.
Almost 350. Yes. Yes, and the 300,000 is almost 3% of the votes, because John Mahama had 6.5 million. Bawumia had 4.8 million. That is 11.3 million. 350,000 is about 3% of the votes. You see, people talk about breaking the 8 and why we couldn't break the 8. We couldn't break the 8 in 2008. We couldn't break the 8 in 2024. But not being able to break the 8, you could tell from the parliamentary votes, which is the strength of the party. But then you are able to deduce the strength of the candidate, that in addition to the problems of the party, we have the problem of the candidate. I'll give you an example. Okaikwe South, Dokua's place, a good friend Dokua. Dokua lost by, I think, 5,000 or so. Yes. Yes. Our presidential candidate lost by 11,000. Same constituency.
Both of them losing.
Both of them losing.
One losing bigger.
Yes. It's not like we are proud of it.
You think it's a rejection of the presidential candidate? Is that the analysis you're trying to make?
But I'm saying, and this has happened in almost every constituency in Ghana.
But was this not the candidate that the NPP elected by 60% with a lot of fanfare and a lot of unity vibes at the stadium? Kennedy had come in with his showdown something, and they had a lot of conversation. They showed us a picture of unity.
Yes.
How then does all of these then show and indicate that the presidential candidate was not liked even by NPP people? Could that not be a rejection of the economic situation that Ghanaians found themselves in, and the so-called sense of the regime of Akufo-Addo, allegations of corruption, etc., They call something arrogance of power and all of that. Is not all of that. But you seem to be blaming the presidential candidate.
The aggregate of everything that you are saying builds up to what we call breaking the 8. That is a degree of difficulty. 8.
Yes.
An aggregate of it. So that's why we have dealt with it. But Akufo-Addo was trying to break Kufuor's 8. He had 49.7%. He won the first round. It was the same breaking the 8. The aggregate of the sins of the appointees of Kufuor
was all there at the time.
Was all there.
That was surely there. The aggregate of the sins was there.
That's
people talked about it.
That's 49.7%.
People also even talked about the massive negative propaganda against Akufo-Addo in that election. The allegations of drug and all of that, which were all untrue, were all part of the problems.
Yes.
That brought him to 49.
And he won the first one. But this time...
Yeah, no, but you see, 2024's economic situation was not the same as 2008.
But I mean, every election situation will be different.
But the economic situation globally was dire. Ghana was in the middle of it.
But the voters knew. The voters are part of the global situation.
Yeah, they were aware. They must have been.
And the NPP people also are part of the global situation. But after 16 years of marketing a candidate, 8 years as running mate, 8 years as vice president, still trying to break the 8, we had 41%. That's the difference. Are we going to go into 2028 marketing a candidate as a champion of the economy, which is the platform that when Akufo-Addo brought him in 2008, Sidi na ye hata hata, Bafa Brante bi obabe CC no amayen. And then we go into 2028 and we're going to go into the digitalization again, where the people of Cote are. You see?
But the digitalization has now been applauded by everyone as a very major policy of the NPP.
But I'm saying,
that is sustaining Ghana today, fintech, all of these things that you guys did. That's what everybody's talking about. That's Bawumia, isn't it?
No, please. Let us not go there. The evolution of technology is not an individual. Being an advocate for something doesn't mean that it's your handiwork. We would have done fintech anyway. Fintech is going to go on with or without I have a PhD in information systems, and I'm not claiming to be the brainchild of digitalization in Ghana. When I started one laptop per household in this country, the intensification of computers in this country, that was my handiwork. Do you understand? I have not claimed to be the one in charge of digitalization. I digitalized controller, accountant, general systems, banks in this country, insurance companies in this country, all the major software that they use, they are all my handiwork. And I'm not claiming to be the god of digitalization. That's not the point. The point we're making is that the strength on your arrival was the economy. Mm-hmm. And it was backed by where you are coming from. Mm-hmm. By DOG, respected guy.
But didn't he deliver? 2017, 2018, inflation was on single digits, no IMF problems. 2019, fantastic. And then COVID hit at the end of 2019, and the NPP government could not recover, as many governments across the world could not recover from the excessive spending on COVID because of the frights that we were going to die. And so government spent so much money. You at that time,
there's something we call resilience.
You guys worked hard.
And I'm saying that
chasing people who had COVID in villages.
There's something
and isolating
we call
them.
What you build should be able to withstand earthquakes. Resilience.
But we are a developing country. It's not simple.
We look at the sub-region. I mean, no, let us not go in there.
The sub-region did not spend that much on COVID.
No. Let us not go in the poor. Mm-hmm. You know what happens, and I know what you are trying to tease out. In the end, you take ownership.
Yes, absolutely. That's correct.
Which did not happen.
Oh, we didn't take ownership of
but
the problem.
In the end, the master who was brought in to handle a situation, you take ownership. Not a voice was raised.
About the economy?
Not one. Play the tape.
Sure.
Play the tape.
Dr. Bawumia didn't talk about the economy when he was running?
Play one tape that we are here as a country. Okay, this is going to be the fix. And this is how we're going to come out. Play one tape from 2023. Play one. Akufo-Addo said, I'm bringing you because of the economy. You went on, I think, Peace FM or one of the stations and said that you are fortunate. The economy has been handed over to you. As a master, everybody that works in the real sector then becomes your subordinate, including the finance minister. If the guy is not delivering, you crack the whip and you report to the boss. This is it. We did not speak on the economy. We started talking on digitalization.
That's true.
We go to Ayenswano. Kota is the capital. There's not a single Kota in the town of Kota. And then in Kota, we are talking about credit score. It's a good thing. But the people say they need Kota. But
you said the Akufo-Addo government built a lot of roads better than many governments in the past.
The qualifier there is a lot of roads. I didn't say we built all roads.
Yeah, but so the Akufo-Addo government had done a lot on roads. Why is Dr. Bawumia to blame for there's no quota?
I didn't say that he's to be blamed for quota. Stay with me. I said, the people, you are the candidate now. You're the candidate. 2023 we were elected. So you have to, like the chessboard, reorganize everything to your benefit for you to win.
You had 1 year to do that.
1.5 years to do that.
No, he was elected in November 23.
Well, in December, 1 plus year to do that. The people are saying in quota, they need quota. We go to quota, instead of assuring them that we'll give them quota, we assure them that we'll give them credit score. The people say they need quota.
So the message was not properly calibrated.
The people say they need quota. We say we'll give them 10 years driver's license. The people say they need quota. We say we'll give them, their passport will be 10 years. The people say they need quota. We said we are bringing e-immigration to the airport. So instead of dealing with the real sector issues, we were on cloud 9. You see, these are the things that I can say.
But didn't the NPP have a campaign
What I'm saying. But these are what the polling station people are. This is why when you get to the ground, the people are complaining about. This whole elections of 2024 was not about the grassroots. They had no idea what was going on. They were sidelined. Resources never reached them. It is why my popularity is soaring. Don't worry about all those engineered polls and what do you call them, endorsements and all that. Go to the base. This is why my popularity is going up.
But if your popularity is growing up the way you say, Dr. Bryan, none of the polls puts you ahead.
It depends
none
on
of the
who.
polls puts you second.
It depends on who.
They always put you third.
It depends on who is engineering.
Musa Dankwa puts you third.
I'm saying it depends on who is engineering the polls.
The polls are being engineered.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if I want polls that says that I'm 70% ahead tomorrow,
you can organize it.
I can organize it.
I see.
Do you understand? I've asked a lot
And
of
it will be published.
Of course, I've asked a lot of questions in the last couple of days. That is people that are putting up the polls. You know, polling is not cheap. If you want to poll 3,000 people,
You need a lot of
5,000,
money, yeah.
you need a lot of money.
Maybe the
to do
data
it.
for calling.
Who is paying for it?
The person doing the polls.
And his interest is what? If you
Publish as the global info analytics, their company. So it's company
who
profiling.
pays you? How do you pay the salary of all your foot soldiers that are collecting the data for you?
Don't they do other things? Don't they have CSO support?
And the CSOs are interested in who win MPP.
They're interested in knowing how people are thinking about politics in Ghana. So you see that all of Musa Dankwa's polls, whilst he's polling MPP, there's always a part of NDC in it. And when he's polling NDC, there's always a part of MPP in it.
I am not going to even attempt to...
So we should disregard the polls.
No, I'm saying that it's good, it's informational, but the delegates themselves know that these are psychological operations.
Oh, they are psyops.
Of course, they are psyops.
I see.
Yeah.
So the one that just came this week says Dr. Bawumia is 70% ahead.
But in the last elections of 2023, he got 61%.
In the real vote.
In the real vote,
yes.
He got 61%.
Yes, correct.
And now his polling was 70 what?
Why is that strange?
Oh.
Why is that strange? He put 61 then.
When it was a two-horse race.
Was it a two-horse race? Oh, he and Ken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alan had pulled out.
Alan had pulled out, yes.
It was 61%.
Yes.
Now, three-horse race. He's getting what, 70 what? And don't forget that. That's even cast now. Musa Dankwa in May was polling 70-something%.
For Dr. Bawumia?
Yes.
May 2025.
Yes, I think 70. Then it's been dropping 75, 70,
The last one is
65.
45 or something.
42.
42 is the last
Yes. So Musa is polling 42 for Dr. Bawumia.
one. That means he's not going into a first round victory.
But I will get there. Okay. Musa is polling 42 for Dr. Bawumia. All of a sudden, Cass is polling 67 for Bawumia. 15 percentage points.
Difference.
Is it 20 percentage or 22%?
Well, it's
42.
yes.
And then 67. Sorry? 25 percentage point difference between the two surveys in the last 1 week.
That's awkward.
Alabraka.
That's awkward. Polling among the same delegates.
Yes.
And you have a 25 percentage point.
Yes, one is saying that
difference.
Musa Dankwa is saying 42%.
For Dr. Bawumia to win.
Cass is saying 67%.
But you know, Musa Dankwa has a lot of undecided, 19% and undisclosed.
Yeah.
So Cass doesn't show that undisclosed, undecided. So maybe the people who are undisclosed have disclosed to Cass. And that is
in
why,
the last 1 week.
Perhaps. And that is why he's having that.
These are all psyops. Let's move on from there. These are all psychological operations.
I see.
Being done to work the media. But the delegates are clear in their mind. It's not about
I see. The campaign is getting very feisty, isn't it? And 2 days ago or so, Adwoa Safo had the occasion to speak, and it was a big blow, a big blast. Attach had also had the occasion to speak, big blow, big blast. Adwoa Safo said that in spite of her relationship with Kennedy in terms of domestic relationship, having 2 children with him, she feels that her political career would be better protected under Dr. Bawumia. And some people have supported her for speaking the truth and being frank about the truth. Others have said that she didn't speak well. You have been on the campaign trail. I'm sure you review these things. What did you make of her? You know her as your colleague, member of Parliament. So what do you make of her?
I think I would have wished that she had not made those comments. It's a family matter. There are kids involved. It was in bad taste. You know, notwithstanding the challenges that you have with your ex or the children of your father, these comments are not appropriate. Because if you keep quiet, you lose nothing.
Keep quiet over what? He supports Bawumia.
No, but I'm saying that you can support Bawumia all you want, and you can campaign for Bawumia all you want. But you don't have to make those statements against your ex-husband. I think that the line was crossed, and in the way that those statements were made. I mean, look, you can support Bawumia. It was me. I'll support him, but I will not go out campaigning because I have a home with kids to deal with, to manage, to answer.
But they don't live together.
No, but it doesn't matter. These are the children between the two of you. Mm-hmm. The children between the two. And Ken has not done anything to her publicly to get this reaction from her. In our cultural settings, I think it was a bit much. You know, that's how I personally, when I listened to it, I said,
So if you were Dr. Bawumia, would you say something to Adwoa Safo?
No, I mean, behind the scenes, I will call, because she was campaigning for him. So I'll call her and say, look, I'm happy that you are campaigning for me, but you also have to realize that you have a home, you have children that you have to manage, to answer to in the future, if not now. And so you may want to look at your campaign communication. That advice I will give.
There's another thing I'd like to ask you, where people, candidates like you, accuse another candidate that this guy is speaking for you and you don't call him to order, this guy is speaking for you, you don't rein him in. Do you people control the people who speak for you?
Yes, I mean, as a leader, you have to control your people. I do.
But you have people speaking for you on Tamale Radio as we are sitting here. Hello FM in Kumasi, they are talking for
But
Bryan.
Before they go and talk.
You have time to talk to all of them.
But I'm saying that before you are commissioned as part of our team to speak for us, there are clear guidelines of what you must and must not say. And in the event that you cross the line, you are disciplined.
But quietly, we the general public don't get to know.
But I mean, we've not had those challenges where people cross the line. Because they know that they have a strong leader, you can't cross the line. We set those, you can't cross the line.
So strength in leadership is important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't cross the line. You don't have to, because you are oriented. You are told over and over again. Even in extreme provocations, just walk away. It is not your campaign, it is mine. So don't go and pick fights and be insulting people. It is not yours, it's mine.
What about the faith, prayer, religion, and all that? You were seen with the Presbyterian pastors. Of course, I know you have Christian training, and you went to see them to pray for you before you started. And you've actually also been accused of wearing Presbyterian anniversary shirts to miss delegates. Do you do that deliberately, or is this?
It's nobody. I don't step out of my house without praying every single day. And I'll be surprised if you don't pray. But if you are to embark on such a major program, go around the country. I have a 50-man team that I travel with, about 10 vehicles that goes with me, constituency by constituency. When you get there, people are driving 40, 50 miles to come and see you on motorbikes, rented vehicles. As late as 10 p.m., they are now going back. You need to seek the direct intervention of your maker, of God, to ensure that you don't have any challenges in ins and outs of your campaign and the people that are coming to meet you and your engagement, and God to also continue to bless you with wisdom so that you don't fumble on the tour. One of the things that you have to do before you set out after your prayer is to go and fortify yourself with your spiritual strength. In my case, I have a pastor that I pray with, Reverend Ankuma, that I pray with regularly, but I also was baptized in a Presbyterian church. So, and I, on that year, Presby and all that. So I went to my church, the Presbyterian church at the highest level, to inform them of the undertaking and seek their blessing, especially on the tour that I'm going to embark on. But the Presbyterian church, where I'm, is a Christian faith. I'm big in there. I support them. And we have our 200-year anniversary. So I have the cloth. Sundays, when I have to go to church in the morning and then go and campaign, I wear them to the Presbyterian church, and then from there I head on to the campaign. So those are the things that you will see me do. And I don't see any wrong with that, and I have an no apology for doing that.
There's a new set of civil society, and they are clergymen, they are pastors, they are prophets, and they prophesy about elections, and they prophesy who's going to win the elections, and it's become a very important part of even media coverage. It didn't used to be until recently. I'm not sure when it started, but it's now become very, very important, Dr. Bryan Achampong. No pastor has yet prophesied that you are going to win. Safo Roger says that Bawumia is going to win. El Bernard says that Kennedy Japan is going to win. Other pastors have prophesied.
Ended there.
Yes, okay.
Roger is God.
He says he's God.
El Bernard is. I'm saying that. I'm not even
doubting.
No, suggesting that they are God. So I'm saying that.
But he says he's listening to God.
They are listening. El Bernard says he's listening to God.
God told him.
And Roger says God told him.
Yeah.
The same God.
Yes, Roger says Bawumia will win.
Bawumia.
El Bernard says somebody else will win.
Then let's leave it there.
But nobody has said you will win.
I'm saying that all I needed to do was to cast doubt in your mind. But if the same God is telling El Bernard one thing and telling Roger one thing, you're a lawyer.
Yeah, but the background is that Roger, El Bernard correctly prophesied 2024, correctly prophesied 2020. Roger correctly prophesied the helicopter crash, the unfortunate helicopter crash. And so they've had a history of prophesying things that have come to pass. So delegates are listening, or are they not listening?
Prophesying and prediction can be very tricky.
I know.
I can predict, and people go to stand at the betting shops and predict all the time.
Yes.
So prophecy and predictions can be very, very tricky.
But God hasn't told any prophet that Bryan Achampong is going to win.
But I'm saying that, who told you that?
But they haven't said
it. But they have not said it on radio. But I'm saying that, I'm saying that. I'm talking about belief. One God told one person this one.
One outcome.
Told this one, this one. Same God. Two different stories.
In the end, we will know.
No, but I'm saying, same God. This one, you get this one. You this. No, please, let's leave it there. Let's deal with the facts on the ground. God is God.
You present yourself as the unifying candidate, and I think that's part of your message to delegates. Why do you present yourself as a unifying candidate? Who is a disruptor and who is a unifier?
You've seen the campaign and the words of the campaign spokesperson. I think you just mentioned Adwoa Safo's name. You mentioned Attach's name going against Kennedy. You've heard from the Kennedy's camp. The thank you tour. You remember one person Kennedy was kicked off the bus.
Yes.
He was kicked off the bus. And he was being accused that 3 weeks to the elections, his words were being played by the NDC on radio. And they kicked him off the bus. If Kennedy wins, do you think that this side will support him?
To be difficult?
Absolutely. Indeed, yesterday, 2 days ago on UTV, Kennedy was asked, if you don't win, will you support whoever wins? He says that no answer. That level of division and challenges in the front is the key reason why I jumped into the race. Because if we don't have somebody who can unify the party, brings both sides, I don't have any problem with Kennedy, I don't have any problem with the Bawumia. If we don't have a candidate that can bring both sides in, we cannot win the election. And we see, if your candidate in the NPP is not winning more than 80-90%, meaning that he's carrying the whole party along, in all our the elections that we've had in this country, you don't win a general election. Before it was in the 90s, Akufo-Addo was in the 90s, before they could win elections. And so you need a strong unifier for us to be able to win that election of 2028. And that is why I present myself. And that is why I hold a strong whip on the people that campaign for me. I lead properly, that do not cross a certain line, and they don't cross a line. And I believe that with that, I'll be able to unify both factions when I win in January, on January 31st, and move the party forward.
Dr. Bryan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. I need it.
May you win.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.